nothing to do. Don't let things get you down. Put on your smile and turn your dial to the best new show in town. Rose Taptoe, Rose Taptoe, Rose Taptoe and friends. It's fun for you, educational too. Lots of things to do. There'll be jokes and songs you can sing along. Pets and plays and Grandma K. So clap your hands, tap your toes, turn your laughter on. There's a show that's just for you. It's Rose Taptoe and friends. I'm Rose Taptoe, and welcome to my show, Rose Taptoe and Friends. Today we have a very special holiday program for you, all of the sights and sounds of Christmas. We'll have music, dancing, and of course, Santa Claus. You'll probably notice that I'm standing in front of a very beautiful Christmas tree. Did you know that the Christmas tree is one of our oldest and most popular Christmas traditions? Legend has it that in 15th century Germany, Martin Luther was walking through the woods on Christmas Eve when he saw the starlight through the boughs of the evergreens. So he chopped down a little tree and took it home and decorated it with candles to represent the starlight. And from that moment forward, the tradition of the Christmas tree was born. A lot of songs have been written about it, and one of my favorites is called O Christmas Tree. It's known as O Tannenbaum in Germany. And I'd like to introduce some of my friends who are going to sing it for us today. We've got Jessica, who will play for us today, and some of my friends. We have Michelle, Laura, Jay, and Rick. Oh, Christmas Tree. So beautiful. And now our friends are going to sing one of my favorite Christmas songs. This melody came from about the 14th or 15th century France, and is called The First Noel. was so beautiful. Thank you very much. Our friends will be back in just a little while to sing some more songs for us. Okay. Isn't this a lovely Santa Claus? This is a replica of an old German Santa Claus, and he's known as Father Christmas. This was lent to me by a friend of mine, Mrs. Jeannie Jacobson. Santa Claus has many names. Here in America, we call him Santa Claus. But in England, they call him St. Nicholas. In France, they call him Papa Noel. And then some people just call him Kris Kringle. I like Santa Clauses. And have you ever had a fantasy that you could walk into any store you wanted at Christmas time and just get whatever you wanted for your Christmas present? Well, I have. And my friend, Mrs. Doris Mills, who owns Le Boutique and the Doll and Bear Shop in Rimrock Mall, let me go into her stores and choose what I wanted to show you for Christmas. Here's another Santa Claus. This is more like a traditional Santa Claus like we have here in the States. And he's a little music box, too. I love this Santa Claus. He's very, very different. This is carved from wood, and he's riding a bear. This is also a music box. I really, really do enjoy the Christmas tunes, especially when they put on these little toys. Here's the Disney gang. And this is a music box, and here we see Mickey and Minnie and our friend Goofy riding off with some presents and their Christmas tree to give to some of their friends. Oh, that's lovely. One of my favorite toys at Christmas time are the old nutcrackers. Now, these originated in Germany, and I've always been kind of partial to them. Now, you see it has a lever, and the mouth opens, and you place a nut here, and then you close that lever, and it cracks the nut. Here's a great nutcracker. This is from the Disney line of toys, and this is a big, Goofy nutcracker. You put the nut right there in Goofy's mouth, press that lever, and it cracks your walnuts or almonds or whatever you have. Here's another nutcracker, but this one is actually a music box. And you notice that a lot of the nutcrackers are soldiers, or they have that kind of military motif. Let's hear him. Isn't that a beautiful song? This is a very beautiful doll. It's kind of along the lines of the soldiers, except that this is the little drummer boy. And he's a porcelain doll. And I've always enjoyed collecting dolls, so I thought I'd like to show him to you. Now this beautiful doll is all dressed up for Christmas. I really, really like her. She's kind of a redhead like me. Don't you think that we look a lot alike? Anyway, she's dressed in her very best Christmas dress of red taffeta, and she has some little bells just to kind of make her look a little bit more holiday cheerful here. Now, this guy I like. This is a bear Santa Claus. And he has a carved and painted wooden face. And he's all dressed up in the traditional red suit with the fur trim and his black boots. Out here in front, we have something that's absolutely charming. I love this the moment I saw it. This is for the top of your Christmas tree. And it's, of course, the angels. Angels have always appeared on the top of Christmas trees because they seem to be higher, looking down on everything that was going on at Christmas time. Now, I'd like to show some more bears because I'm very partial to bears and dolls. And we have a bear and its baby riding in a sleigh. And this is also a music box. Listen to this. The music box is playing Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Well, I thought I'd share my fantasy of what I'd like to have for Christmas. I hope you get what you want. Hi. I'm here with my friends Michelle, Laura, Jay, Rick, and Jessica, and they're going to sing a song that originated in Great Britain, probably Wales, and during the times when people used to decorate the old manor houses with boughs of holly, ivy, and evergreen. This song is called Deck the Halls. That was beautiful. And now our friends are going to sing one of the most popular Christmas songs ever, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Did you know that over 140 million copies of this record have been sold, and this song has been recorded by over 500 artists? I think probably the most popular was by Gene Autry. He sold 12 million copies of this song, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
You know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. What do you recall? The most famous reindeer of all. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose. And if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeers used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then how the reindeer loved him, as they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history.
Thank you very much. That was great. Our friends will be back with us later on to sing another song. Hi, I'm here with some of my young friends, and we're going to read one of my favorite Christmas stories, 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. It was written by Clement Moore, and this particular volume was illustrated by Cheryl Harness. But before we start the story, I'd like my little friends to introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Nicole. Hi, I'm Eric. Hi, I'm Kate. Hi, Jesse.
All right, let's start the story. Here we go. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. You see, we've got Kitty sleeping on the pink chair, and the doggy sleeping on the blue chair, and here, the little mouse is sleeping in its little hole in the stairway. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. You see, we have another shot of our kitty and our dog, and we've got the stockings right there by the chimney.
Where's the mouse?
The mouse can't be seen in this particular picture. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. You see, the little children are sleeping and they're dreaming about all of the good things that Christmas will bring. And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled down for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutter and threw up the sash. You see, Mama's awake in her bed, and there's Dad at the window looking out on the lawn. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave a luster of midday to objects below. When, what to my wondering eyes should appear? And what is Dad looking at? What does he see?
St. Nicholas.
That's right. But a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick. And it sure is. There's Santa Claus right there.
I call it St. Nicholas.
You call him St. Nicholas. More rapid than eagles, his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, and Donner and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all. And there's Santa Claus bringing the reindeers in for a landing. Justin, would you like to come over here and stand? Why don't you do that? That's a good idea. Here's our next picture. Santa Claus and the reindeers are coming in for a landing. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle mount to the sky, so up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. Justin, why don't you come stand here, because you're standing right in front of the book, darling. Good, that's a good boy. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came in a bound. Do you see? Santa Claus is up there on the roof, coming down the chimney, and there's Ma and Pa watching out the window. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. And there you see Santa Claus with his pack of toys, and the cat's awake and the dog's awake, and there's the mouse looking to see what Santa Claus brought for him. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held right in his teeth, and the smoke, it encircled his head like a wreath. Do you see that? He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed, ho, 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 like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. So Santa's there putting out the toys. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk. See, there he is, putting the toys in the stockings. And he has a little toy. Come, Justin. He has a little toy for the dog, and he's got some little toys for the kitty cat.
What about the mouse?
Well, I didn't see him in this picture, do you? I don't either. But I imagine Santa brought him something, don't you? And laying his finger aside of his nose and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim as he rode out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night." That's a nice story, isn't it? Thank you. Hi, I'm here with some of the prettiest little girls and in some of the prettiest little dresses that you've seen in a long time. They'll be singing and dancing. The dancers from Rimview Studios. Santa Claus. We'd like to thank you for sharing this half hour with us. But before we go, all of us would like to send you our very best wishes for this holiday season. So let's sing it to them. Ready, Jessica?
Yeah.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Oh, bring us a figgy pudding. Oh, bring us a figgy pudding. Oh, bring us a figgy pudding and bring it out here. We won't go until we get some. We won't go until we get some. We won't go until we get some. So bring it out here. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
And now all of us here would like to send to you at home a very special Christmas card.
May these be the happiest holidays you've known. And may every day in the new year be wonderful for you.
Thank you, Ashley. And now our special guest, Santa, has some words that he'd like to say to all of you at home. Santa?
Boys and girls out there in TV land, you have plenty of time, but I suggest you start thinking about getting those letters in or seeing me in person. And as far as the parents, that's the grandparents, the aunts and the uncles, all of you, on that very hectic Christmas morning that's coming up, I want you to remember this little jingle. Let's be happy, let's be gay, let's be children all today. Merry Christmas.
Oh, thank you, Santa. That was very nice. Christmas is a time of caring. It's a time when we show the very special people in our life how much we care about them. And right now, I'd like to say a special thanks to the people who helped make this show possible. My cameraman and tape editor, Chris Munson, my continuity person, Linnea McBride, and to Mr. Dennis Schuld and all of his fine helpers here at the EMC Audiovisual Department. Ready, everybody? Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year!